Good evening, everybody, and welcome. We are Random Encounter Productions. I'm Cody Stone. With me tonight, we have...
Hi, I'm Punk, and I'm playing Ashley Sutton, the private investigator.
I'm Gina, and I'm playing wow, forgot everything in that 1 second. I'm playing a really cool character, and she's a nerd.
Words are hard.
Words are hard.
I'm Blondie, and I'm playing Peggy Williams, the Grease Monkey Mechanic.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Thank you for being here. This is the triumphant return of Massive Nyarlahotep. Super excited to have everybody here. We are going to bring the prologue of Massive Nyarlahotep to a close for the prologue in Peru. We do have many chapters of Mass. I think it's like 6 chapters we can go into. But we're also going to look at. We had a lot of fun with our one shot that we still need to wrap up, and getting some chances to play with some other people as they come through. So this is one of the things we are working towards. Thank you guys for being here. Thanks for being back. And I'm excited here. Guys, you want to take a moment and tell everybody where they can find you on the internet and all of that good stuff before we jump into tonight's adventure?
Sure. You can find me online at thejunkdrawshow.com. We are taking a hiatus, but when we return, I usually put my players through hell through my D&D game, and they're trying to prevent the apocalypse, so that's really fun. And I occasionally stream on Twitch. I've been playing a lot of fighting games, so Javelez1199 on Twitch if you want to do that. Okay, bye.
And I am Silent Fox on all the various platforms, including here on Twitch. On May 13th, for Friday the 13th, I'm going to be doing a 12-hour horror stream starting at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. It's going to be just insane. Basically, I've lost a pet lately, and the vet bills are a little much, so I'm looking to get some fundraising, and I'm hoping to kick myself over into affiliate that night. So it should be a good time.
Hell yeah. I am Blondosaurus Rex on Twitch. I do a lot of horror, and I've been recently checking out the Overwatch 2 beta.
Ooh.
So that's been a lot of fun.
How is that?
It's pretty terrible if you're a support player.
Oh, yeah?
You are, the targeting of support has been so off the walls because you can focus so much energy on keeping your one tank alive, and they know that, and they know to take out your healers. And that's a problem.
Because this is the because I'm so sorry to derail us here for a moment, but the Overwatch 2 is also where they put the story, if I'm not mistaken, right? Like there's a PvE, like a campaign, like a what I would call the normal game is where, right? If I'm not mistaken.
I guess that's not part of the beta at all. It's just like
the normal Overwatch PvP
with the new push mode and all that stuff.
Okay.
And the new hero Souljourn and all that, which is super fun.
Cool.
But I'm super excited for the story mode. I want to play that so bad. I'm all about lore.
Yeah, me too. And that was the thing that was so exciting when, you know, with all the
animated
trailers coming up, and like they built a very in-depth, wonderful world. And how did I? Oh, it was. So I was like, yeah, there's all this lore, there's all this really wonderful stuff, and at the end of the day, it's just kind of like the game as a kid that got like their you know their figures and just smashed them together. And I was like, I was looking for like a, you know, quasi sci-fi comic book epic, and it's like that. So I'm excited for the lore. Toothless finally paid dividends. He got to hang out all those years just so I could wave him at that. But speaking of lore, let's get into some stuff here this evening. So, this is Massive Nyarlahotep. It has been a minute. Thank you guys for being here. We are right at the end. You guys have traveled to Peru. You have been invited by the now deceased Larkin, and you were hired to venture into the jungles of Peru to this one very particular pyramid, where you now know the plan was to sacrifice you to the Lord of Maggots, or encourage you through your greed to remove the golden band, the enchanted golden piece of gold from this pyramid, thus freeing the Lord of Maggots, a version of the titular Nyarlahotep. You guys have killed Larkin. You have killed a number of his Peruvian fat-eating vampires known as Karasiri. You have disposed of one of the progenitor vampires of this particular curse, a de Mendoza, and you have traveled from through the jungles of Peru here to this particular site. And you have with you the golden piece that was originally stolen and has, over the past 500 years or so, 400 years or so, slowly seeped out the dark energies that have allowed these monsters to persist and have, over the past few years, allowed them to flourish. Immediately before this, you guys had traveled up the mountain. Most of you had suffered a bit of elevation sickness, but with some good old-fashioned coca leaves, because that's 1920s medicine for you kids. You guys are feeling great. Why wouldn't you be, right? You have made it to the outside walls. This pyramid is up on sort of a cliff face. There's a narrow passage that leads up to it. There is a stone fence, stone wall, that is about 12, 15 feet tall, that goes around the edges of it. And you can see over the top, depending on your angle, a bit more of pyramid. Some of you snuck forward to the edge, to the edge of the gate. And your good old friend Elias Jackson Elias, that's right, goes the way I never wanted to. Jackson Elias with his talky voice, because he's from Connecticut, not the South. With the name like Jackson Elias, you would think he would. But that's all right. Crept forward. You saw that there are at least 2 Karasiri that are within the walls. There is a pyramid with about 5 steps that ventures up, each one going about 5 feet. It's about 25 feet tall. And you had watched as one of them ascended those steps with sort of a thick, pregnant, distended belly that vomited its this very sludgy white liquid into the crack. So much so that that his clothes fit better when he was done. No more pregnancy. There you go. The air is hefty with flies, and there is the smell of rotting meat and death that pervades the area. So you know that there are at least 2 Karasiri in there. It is a decent sized, I don't want to, compound, I guess. There aren't other buildings, but it's fenced in. And so this is where you all are. You know that you need to return the enchanted gold to its lost place. Doing so should diminish the should prevent any further Karasiri from being born or any more Karasiri larvae from escaping from the Lord of Maggots, and save and lock away this particular terror, thus saving at the very least Peru, and potentially beyond that, many more people. This is a system that does have luck, which actually I would like everyone to make a luck roll now, because at the beginning of the session, you get the opportunity to recover luck points.
How many do you get if you succeed?
So, if you succeed, I believe it's a 2d10 plus 5. Or no, let's just go with 1d10 plus 5. And if you fail, you get the 1d10, the flat 1d10. Let's go with that. I don't remember the actual rules, and I'm not going to look up that particular rule tonight. Tristan is here to donate, to be helpful and or evil at the same time. Tristan, if you want to see any more Karasiri, if you want to be evil, I got 10 points of Karasiri, which I've used a bunch of. I still have a few little tricks up the sleeve for the Karasiri, but maybe some larva. Who knows? But we are playing the pulp variant of Call of Cthulhu 7th edition. I appreciate that, Tristan. Yeah, if you want to look up the luck recovery rules for the pulp book, you're welcome to. But I'm not going to. Tristan has offered to be rules encyclopedia on different games, which I really appreciate. So that is good to know. And if we need it, we'll do it. But how did everybody do?
I believe we are currently at 33 as far as the luck points
for the group.
For the group, if
okay.
I'm looking at the last notes correctly.
Cool.
So we are at 33 currently that we can use for tonight.
Awesome.
I'm sure we'll need to.
I'm at 36.
Oh, look at you. Is that with the points you recovered
Yep.
for this session? Ooh, okay. I know you burned through a lot of points last session because that was when you got stabbed in the hand, and that was your car driving adventure.
It worked out, so I'm not mad about it.
Yeah.
It's just unfortunate.
I went through and I got a success, and so when I rolled, I am now at 79
Nice.
points because I haven't used a lot.
Nice.
Damn.
I had a success and then I rolled like crap. So I'm back up to 59.
There you go.
Oh, we're all right. We're all right.
I'm
Could
like
be worse.
half.
Nah, you guys are doing good. Yeah. You got a good group points. You got a decent chunk of individual points, and you've got a decent lay of the land. Now you don't know all of the details of things that are inside, because there's only sort of a small opening in the stone gateway. You do have Jackson, Elias, with you guys. You know he is a decent shot, so he'll be with you through the whole thing. Anything you need him to do, just ask. I will run him and have him do those things for you. Other than that, we're going to assume that your other party members are doing helpful things elsewhere. Just sort of for...
They're watching the car.
There it is. Yes.
Keep the car running.
Yeah. So yeah. Is this helpful? Is this what I need, or is this just portraits? You're just portraits. Go away. You're not helpful. You're not what I want. Nobody likes you. Okay.
Do we want to sing the quick disclaimer song about how?
I apologize.
Lovecraft
Yes,
sucks.
thank you. It has. Yeah, thank you so much. It has been a minute. So, this game is Call of Cthulhu. We are playing the pulp variant. Call of Cthulhu is based on the works of H.P. Lovecraft, who was a racist, sexist, misogynist, who wrote much of his catalog during bouts of xenophobia. He was not a good person, and we do our best to point out that there are many other mythos writers, both of color and as of the female gender or any gender. I don't know all of them that have written it, but there are many other writers that should be paid attention to. One of the things he did very well was tapping into a universal fear of the unknown and a fear of the other. But we here at Rep prefer to be inclusive of everyone. There is a sanity system in play in Call of Cthulhu. Sanity in Call of Cthulhu is, if you go insane, it's sort of like being able to see the Matrix. Sanity is defined as the collective accepted delusion of reality. It is not an accurate portrayal of mental health. None of the terms that we use, whether they be phobias, manias, madness, insanity, should be taken as scientifically, medically accurate. This is purely for the supposed in-game reality. And as I have often put it, Call of Cthulhu was the second largest tabletop RPG. It came out in the early 80s, right after D&D. And so it has sort of a 1980s version of a 1920s take on mental health. Even as the writers have done their best to update these terms and phrases, it is still something that we want to handle with care. There is also a bit of body horror that happens in Call of Cthulhu. So if at any point you find yourself uncomfortable with the content that is here, please don't be afraid. Turn us off, mute us, go take a walk, get a sandwich, a cookie, a drink. Your health is far more important. Same way to the players. If we ever stumble into a situation or a subject matter that makes you uncomfortable, give me the TIE Fighter, right, so that I know. And if we ever hit something that you just need, you can't continue with, never a problem. Give me the big old wrestling X until I recognize it, and we will immediately stop. I will double check what that subject matter is. No, there is no wrong answer to that. So whatever it may be, let me know. And the only reason I ask is not to put you on the spot, but so that I know not to start the scene with that again, right? If I got to avoid something, I need to know what to avoid. And that is the biggest concern there. So please, viewers, players, everyone involved, your mental, physical, and emotional health is truly tantamount and paramount and far more important than any tawdry tale we are spinning here today. Thank you for the reminder, Silent. I've been good about doing it all the other times. It's just been so long that it definitely, I was so worried about trying to get to a store, like, I gotta do the thing. But thank you so much. I appreciate that. Cool. Any questions? I guess with anything, with that, with the setup, with what's going on, rules, games. I suppose life, but we should probably play Call of Cthulhu at some point. So.
Where did babies come from?
Well, if you're a Kirasiri, what happens is...
No, we're good. Sorry I asked. I'll read a book.
I'll read a book.
There you go. Babies come from birds. That's right, Tristan. Thank you for clarifying. I do love when you take like classic fairy tales, or it's something people do. Channels do a lot for like comedy, where if you take like you watch a video or like a movie, and you're like, I'm gonna break this down. I'm gonna point out like all the weird mental fallacies that are in this. Like personally, I love Pitch Meeting. That's one that does that. But if you do that and you're like, oh, we can take a subject like where babies come from, right? Storks, and just really needle into that idea. That's insane. That is batshit crazy. And I love children because they're like, cool. These really fragile, um, these really fragile little lumps of not quite bones but kind of flesh that eventually become people, get flown around by the birds that steal my hot dog at Disney World. I accept this. I am on board with it. Yeah, that slow walking crane across the road. He's bringing baby sister. You know what? I have no more questions. Let's do this.
Like, perfect, makes sense.
Yeah, on board, man. Whatever the world is, I'm here. I'm about it. This is why when people get into fantasy things, they're like, that's like, you really like, how would you react in that situation? I'm like, yeah, man, you're what? You're undead and you're wandering around. There's like lords and you're trying to put a ring back together. That makes perfect sense. As much sense as a damn stork. Like, what is it? Like, what disbelief are you suspending here? Let's go. You dare me to call Cthulhu Collect. Oh, I appreciate that Proxima gave me the Cthulhu pronunciation there. Thank you. Players, I will vamp for you all night, but at some point you're going to have to tell me what you would like to do to save the world. So in case anybody didn't know, the proper pronunciation for this word, and I'm going to put it in the chat, right? That's the word we all are trying to say. And people want to pronounce it this way. Right? So that's what people want to say. First of all, Lovecraft, although he is evil, he wanted it pronounced. So, we're not listening to him. That's dumb. However, the word is spelled as such. So we must say it phonetically. Hence, the first sound that we can recognize in this word is that, as in act, or fact, as in that is a fact. We should start with that. And then there is the hul, right? And then we go with the hu. So Cthulhu is phonetically the right way to say this word. Cthulhu. Cthulhu, right? And if that makes you mad, then I would like to point out that this word is intended to be unpronounceable and induce madness in you. So that must be the proper pronunciation, as it has done its job of making you mad.
I think saying it that way is more like casting Tasha's hideous laughter, because that's funny as hell.
Right?
Like, if anyone ever came up to me and said that, I would be like, "What are you talking about?"
Exactly.
Arise, Cthulhu.
Just stay mad. Everybody just needs to stay mad.
Yeah. Nobody remembers that. Nobody remembers that second H, right?
It's silent.
Yeah, they double L it, right? But
The silent H.
because I always liked the Cthulhu, that was mine. Like, but people are like, no, there's a T in there, and I'm like, okay, if you want to do phonetics, we'll do phonetics. I'm surprised Caitlin hasn't woken up and like stormed in here. That's the only. It's only because she's asleep that she has let me get this far into this bit. And it's really like it's not a bit I can do on stage. Like I would need a whiteboard to do it because I would love to do this as like a stand-up.
Imagine you go up there with like a notebook and it just in big bold
Yeah.
black letters so you can show everybody.
Yeah, like this is the word. All right, this is what you want me to say. This is what it like. I would have to Dimitri Martin it to do the whole thing. So, do you need to be Caitlin now? No, you're fine. There's a version of it on Drive Through RPG. Don't worry about it tonight, Tristan. I will get you proper downloads that you will not need to pay for because I've already bought them. So we're good for tonight. All right, team. I've done my best. What do you guys want to do?
Last we had Elias and I had snuck back to the group and told everybody what we saw, right?
Yes.
That's where we left off? Was
Yep.
that? Okay.
Yep. You guys are back with the group. You are about, I don't know, let's 100 feet if you want. A little more if you want to. You're at a point where the flies are not like swarming thick, but it still is a pain. Like this is not how you would like to live with them.
Okay. And last time you said that they like looked like some of them were gonna come out that front gate.
I will say right now you are unsure of their intent as far as whether they're leaving or not. You just watched the one do the vomit up, and they were still within the walls. One was climbing down, and so you don't know if you want to go back and like look and see if they're coming out. You can, but.
And I think we all heard what happened.
Oh yeah,
I remember like all of us heard it.
Yeah, you definitely heard it because the top of the pyramid is over the wall, so like you can kind of see. So you could see him sort of lean over and just retch into the top of this pyramid.
And I think many of us also joined him in retching. In real life as well.
No.
Let it all
Yes. Did I bring like my bag with me? And
You can have brought anything you want to have
Okay.
brought.
I have definitely brought a very high proof of bourbon that I immediately just open and take a swig from.
Okay. Yeah.
out. Give me that.
Yeah, I'll hold out
And
a
I
hand
take it.
too. Like
I take a swig and then I put a little bit on my fingers and rub it like under my nose.
And I kind of reach my hand out too, like, thanks. And I drink for just a few seconds longer than everybody else does. Shudder and hand it back.
Yeah. All right, I see you. Recork.
So what are we gonna do?
All right, let me think.
Do we just say fuck it and we roll in there and we slap this shit? Where
Can we just set the
What,
whole
we just
thing
go
on
in and
fire?
we just go, hey, stop it.
We just
Well,
light
I
the
did- we
whole
don't gotta
thing on
interact.
fire
I don't think
To the
that's gonna
ground.
help.
in a steaming pile of ashes.
But
Sorry, Ash.
Oh, none taken. I'm gonna light up a cigarette, and then while they're looking at that, I'm gonna look at my lighter, and then look at the bourbon.
could we make like a Molotov cocktail? Just chuck it up there.
But that's so much bourbon that we'd be wasting.
Yeah, but there's like 1-2 manicure syrup here that I'm comfortable with.
And fire is one of the ultimate ways to cleanse a nasty situation.
What if? Well, no. I was gonna
Maybe
say
don't you
could make,
carry
like, a
gasoline
line.
with you as like part of like? Do you have enough gasoline in your clothing maybe that we could just use to light things on fire?
No. I ain't worked on a car in a minute. That's pretty clean.
All of you make me intelligence rolls.
hard success.
That is a hard success for me as well, too.
Just a success.
Okay. So, apologies. Normal success, hard success, hard success. The fire will probably be effective against the Karasiri, that you know. Whether or not it'll be effective against the Lord of Maggots, not really sure. Supernatural entity. Here's the bigger issue. You guys know from your research on Karasiri, a lot of what they eat and are spitting up is fat, and it'll burn very, very long, very hot. The fear is that if removing the gold bar weakened the seal, the magical seal, that if you just indiscriminately light everything on fire, it may melt the gold and ruin the magical seal. Because you don't know what is in the pyramid, and you don't know where the seal is. So if you just light it all, like, fire's a good idea, but if you start the fire out here and it goes uncontrollable, you run the risk of destroying the piece that is meant to lock him in. So, it is an answer. It is one you should keep in your back pocket. Definitely use it for at times. I'm not telling you not to burn. I'm not saying we shouldn't. Right, Talkies, I'm not saying that we shouldn't burn stuff, but I'm just saying maybe we should take a look inside before we light it all on fire.
Well, how are we going to get in there?
Well, I imagine that they get in there somehow.
Are we just going to knock and be like, hey, we're here for a tour?
Why don't we check the perimeter, see if there's any way of, like, crawling or climbing? I'm not one to climb, but...
So, you guys have looked at it. Going along the stone wall, from what you could see, the stone wall is about 15 feet high, crumbling in some places, so not terribly sturdy. But beyond the gate to the east, I'm just gonna treat to the north. Beyond the gate to the north, it is pretty much, you'd be like solid snaking across clear rock face. And that, from what you saw, extends to the north, and then from the north to the west. You lost sight behind the pyramid over there, so there may be a broken space to, like, climb up. You also don't know if it will support you the whole way. Okay? If you want, and you have climbing gear, you can climb up the mountain and then, like, descend down. But it is a clear rock face climb up and shimmy across and clear rock face climb down. So it is a tough climb, but it is still doable.
I can't.
Is there any way that we could just look like one of them?
Do you think they can smell the difference? Like, they can, like, smell...
I mean, I certainly can.
Yeah. But, like...
Sorry.
You think they know, like who's a person?
No idea.
Like, what if someone, like, makes a new one? Does everybody know, or they're just like, hi, I'm new?
I mean, they're like bugs, right? And, like, bees have, like, a hive mentality. Like a hive or a swarm mentality, so we can... I mean, I'm not one to equate bugs to fish, but don't, like, all of these things have, like, a singular mind?
I don't think fish work like that. I think fish are fish.
I mean...
Are you suggesting when they make a new one, there's, like, a welcome package? Like an introductory period?
They have, like a meeting. Mandatory meeting they gotta go to learn the ropes. I think we just gotta sneak in somehow, be real quiet, and
I feel like we gotta climb.
We gotta sneak. I'm gonna die.
We're gonna die if we don't get into the pyramid.
So, I did find the luck roll. What did you guys that succeeded? What did you roll? You rolled 1d10 plus 5.
Yes.
So that's what you roll if you fail. You roll 2d10 plus 10 if you succeed. So get another 1d10 plus 5.
Oh, that was the wrong dice.
That was the wrong dice too.
Ew.
You're a bad influence, Blondie.
I'm sorry.
No.
That makes me a little bit in better shape.
Good.
Ooh.
Okay.
7 now.
Yeah, the pulp definitely is intended to, like, I don't want to say rely on luck, but it's definitely more forgiving with the luck to be like,
Thank God.
yeah.
Because we're squishy.
Yeah. And you guys are the hardy versions. You imagine doing this without?
I would have been dead so long ago.
Yeah. That's why I went with the pulp. I was like, nah, man, I can't be rebuilding characters every week. That's awful.
Yeah, I would have been dead like first session.
The enemies are a little tougher, but not like, not as much as I think the heroes get the better end of it, and they should. Cool.
Well, I still vote we sneak in.
All right. So, where you want to sneak in then? Yeah.
But you want to climb. Why do you want to climb?
I don't want to climb. It just seems that seems like the most.
Do you have climbing gear?
Does it look like I have climbing gear?
Does it look like I have climbing gear?
You bought all the supplies you needed in Puno. So
did we buy climbing gear?
You did. Yeah, you knew you were going into a mountain. You guys had some climbing checks to get.
Look how foolish you look, right? And she's like wearing like the harness.
Listen, I've been throwing up for like the past how many days? This is awful. Why would I remember that?
I wouldn't know what that's about.
So I feel like
my climb is terrible. Okay, we can climb, I guess, but
yeah, my climb ain't much better.
I'm
We're all
not
gonna
a
die.
Climber.
This is where it ends.
No, I'm also
the world
not a
ends
climber.
with us.
I lay on one of those rolly things that goes underneath a vehicle.
We might need you some luck.
Well, I mean,
let's go. Let's go.
We got some luck.
All right.
Climbing.
Let's gear up and climb.
Unless
we want to go, like you said, through the front door and knock. Because, you know, I have a thing about not going through and knocking and, you know. So
we have 33 points of extra luck in our pool. And by the way, if anybody wants to contribute channel points to give more luck to us or give more luck to Cody so that he can continue to traumatize us, yeah.
Yay.
Biddies, luck, yeah, channel points, etc.
Okay. Here we go. Where is it? Where is it? Nope. Okay. Surrounding cliff. That's what I'm trying to find. I read this whole section. Tell me about the surrounding cliff. Tristan, who's that for? Let us know, buddy. Group within the walls. No. You know what? I know there's a climb skill. Let's start with that.
Okay. Is there any help from our equipment?
Yeah, you can do it.
Cool.
You don't need a hard or extreme success to free climb a sheer cliff face. Is what it is doing. I'll tell you what. I'll give you guys a bonus die for it. Sure, go for it.
thank you, because my first roll was a 21. And I only have 20.
I also have 20.
Wait,
that was worse.
What is this?
There should
How
be a
does the-
climb skill. Isn't there?
Yes.
Great.
I'm just baffled by the fact that my climb is better. I have a...
So did anyone succeed?
Why did I put points into
I'm
climb?
going to spend some luck to succeed.
Okay.
How does the bonus die work?
So a bonus die is like advantage.
Okay. So just try it again and then take the lower.
Yeah. So technically, a bonus die is only the 10s, just for ease. But
it's better.
But yeah. Extreme
No,
success.
not extreme. Hard success.
Hard success.
Wait, no.
How could you do?
Blondie, this push pull that's happening.
I'm spending a single point, and it's going to be extreme. I'm not dying today.
You're breaking my heart.
Okay.
I also need to use a lot of luck points right now.
Okay.
I just had to use one, so we're good.
One whole point?
One whole point. And we do have 30. We have 33 that we can use in the pool.
I'm still wondering why on earth I put points into climb.
You had the points, and you wanted to climb.
And you were complaining this whole time, not wanting to climb.
Only 40.
Meanwhile, I'm part spider monkey. I can climb a pyramid. Look at my overalls.
Peggy took climb so that you could actually climb up on top of trucks and,
I'm small. I'm like 5'4".
You climb up inside engines and shit.
Don't you have a size bonus?
Do.
I don't know. What is my size? I lied. I'm 5'6". It's 2 inches. It's not a lot.
I thought Gina and Peggy were the same size.
Listen.
Oh, man. Okay.
To get a success, I'm just gonna... I don't even want to talk about how many points I'm using. I'm using...
Is it 50?
Well, here,
it's more than 50.
So here's the deal. How much did you fail by?
I got first a 62, and then I got a 66.
Okay, so you got a 62 both times.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Barbie has the extreme success. So you're fine. It's a group roll. It's not a individual.
Thank God.
Individual check.
I'm glad that I'm strapped to her because she's very sturdy, and I just feel like I'm just kind of free dangling.
Yeah.
Peggy, are your shoulders hurting from carrying us all?
A little bit.
Well, it's good for squats, so your thighs are gonna be like, rah.
You should have worked harder on your climbing skills. We wouldn't be here.
I'm all glamour muscles, no pull.
No real strength. It's all a lie.
Oh.
I have a diet of bourbon and 2 packs of Camels every 2 hours. I'm not real athletic.
You're bulking. That's what you're doing.
That's nice. That's what the alcohol's for. It's for the bulk.
Okay.
Carb load.
So.
My stomach just got queasy.
Okay.
So we climbing.
Yes. So you do. You climb up there, surrounding cliffs. You guys get a look down onto the pit. All of you make me spot hidden checks.
I ain't seen shit.
Ooh. Yeah, same. That would go well.
I just got it, so I'm just right there.
Okay. So, Ashley, while you have the chance kind of dangling from the catch rope, you look back and around. You get a pretty good lay of the land. Okay. There are some ruined walls that are within. The walls that go around the perimeter are sturdy. Well, they're at least mostly together. They may crumble if you try to crawl along them. You're kind of happier you went along the cliff face. Cliff face is definitely, a little more solid. The Karasiri seem it takes something out of them to have like hefted all of that weight here and vomited it up. You think they're moving towards the gate, but they are actually moving towards what is you recognize as a pit of bodies in the southeast corner, which is directly south of the stone door. You're not sure what they're doing there, but they seem to not be. They haven't noticed you yet, but you guys are pretty much out in the open for these two Karasiri if they look up. Okay. You got a regular spot hidden success, not a hard. Okay.
Not
so
hard.
From here you can see that the opening on the top of the pyramid is not large enough for a person to fit through. Okay. You would have to like break it open. It would take effort. All right. Other things that you see within here, there are these stone protrusions that from this angle, from looking down on them, you don't really know what they are. But there does look to be one in like the northeast corner that is sort of open. That looks like a tube that could descend. The pyramid itself is 5 steps, each 5 feet tall, goes up about 25 feet. But that is very much just the top of the pyramid. You can tell that it was buried, that there was more stuff underneath the sand here. And so that is underneath the dirt, the rock, the stone, all of that. So that is what you see. If you guys are going to stay here and try to watch and see what the Karasiri do, I'm going to need the team to make a luck roll. So it's up to you guys. You can talk for a second, maybe start to move and do stuff. If you don't, then I'm gonna just need luck to see if, by chance, one of them's like, "Oh hey, what's up there? Oh shit!" Right?
Oh fuck!
We should probably see what they do.
Okay.
So we maybe watch for a couple minutes and just see where they go, what they do, because maybe some of them will go away.
Okay. So, luck rolls it is.
That's a fail.
Okay.
We good here?
Success.
So, Peggy, with your fail, you have a choice. You and Ashley, because you are carrying him, you're sort of in the line of sight where this guy's about to look up. And it's, call it a bird, call it a gut instinct, call it something. But you have this moment to decide. You can either essentially drop and rapidly fall into the pyramid area, not the pyramid itself, but within the walls and behind one of these stone protrusions that could that will block you from being seen, or but you're going to take some fall damage, or you stay up there and get found out. What would you like to do?
I just say, brace yourself.
Okay. So, both of you roll me a dexterity check.
Oh, fuck.
Do it.
Hey. That was a hard step.
Nice.
I threatened my dice for that.
No, not so much.
Okay. So that is going to be 1d6 of fall damage for Ashley, 1d3 of fall damage for Blondie.
And now do I have to, since I was kind of like staying back, or?
So you don't. You don't have to. You're gonna fit behind a rock, but I'm gonna need a combined stealth and climb check to safely descend. So it's one roll. You have to beat both your stealth and your climb skill to make it down without being spotted.
Not even close.
Okay.
Not even close. I rolled an 80.
Okay. So, do you want to cut the line and fall? Or do you want to be seen?
I'll cut the line and fall.
Okay. Make a dex check.
That is a hard success.
Okay. So a d3 of fall damage. You guys cut your lines. You go slamming into the ground. One of the Karasiri that had sort of looked up, they didn't see you fall, but they know they've got the Metal Gear, right? Like they're like, oh, something's happening, right? And they're starting to look around for you. There are, so you're in the southern area of the walls. There's some outcropping of rock walls. There's some of those stone protrusions that Ashley had seen. And there's the pyramid on the far side. So you guys can, if you would like, attempt to hide from this searching Karasiri. It is going to be a hard stealth check because he is on high alert and he's gotten his buddy now, and they're starting to look around for you guys. Or you could take other actions like readying a gun or those sorts of things. So what would you guys like to do?
Do I still have the machete?
Yeah. As far as I understand, that's your signature war weapon now. Do you?
Peggy with machete is the best thing on the planet.
That's also the new hit single.
Murder. Peggy with the machete.
Peggy with machete. Not even forget the articles of it. Just Peggy with machete. I'm about it. That's new rock band name. Let's do it.
I would say we try to hide.
Okay.
That's what I think. What do y'all think? Are we sneaky?
Quick
Could we
question,
try to hide?
What's the hide stat?
There's a stealth. There's a stealth check, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't there? Yeah.
It's
Great. Okay. Good.
Could we do? Could we hide and then ready?
If you successfully hide, yes. Okay. If you don't successfully hide, then you'll be going into initiative without a readied weapon.
What if two y'all hide and one of us is ready?
I was actually going to mention that. I'm terrible at hiding. I'm going to...
And the other two ambush.
Ready the gun.
Okay.
I'm just like, when things go south, just...
Alright. I'm a hide.
Okay. So, Ashley, why don't you make me, as you ready your weapon, you want to... let's say you want to make some sort of distraction.
Yes.
Okay. So what skill would you like to use to create a distraction as you ready your weapon?
We know that they're sentient. We know that they're intelligent.
Yep.
I'm going to try to charm our way out of this.
Okay.
Alright, I'm going to try and hide.
Go for it. So,
I did not hide.
hold on. Let's see how Ashley does. If he can't charm his way out of it, but if he succeeds, he can distract them and give you guys a bonus die.
I would like to distract them, like, if they can.
Yeah. So I need you to
Ready
succeed on your.
Tell him you gotta throw up.
I'm just gonna. I'll roll my charm check here.
Okay.
Oh, so close. It's not half, so it's not a success.
Okay. Do you want to spend luck to make it a success?
I will spend the luck to make it a success. So I had a 48.
Okay.
And I just needed a 35. So I'm just gonna deduct 13 from myself.
Okay. So Ashley stands up and he starts talking at them. You don't know if they. You don't speak Spanish, so you don't know if they.
I'm just gonna go. Oh my God! Thank God! I'm so. I have just been looking for my tour guide and my group, and I'm so concerned about where I am. I just went to this pyramid.
Absolutely.
Oh my God!
So, ladies, you both get a bonus die from his assistance. So, if you didn't already succeed, definitely roll that. See if that's gonna help.
Comisi DC freaking out right now.
Nope. It was better by a lot.
It
no.
does not help at all.
Okay. Well, let's go into initiative. So, Ashley, your initiative plus 50 for having readied your gun.
Perfect. Gosh, it's just been so long since.
Your dex. It's your dex, plus 50.
Oh, dex plus 50. So I roll for it.
You don't need to roll. You just tell me the number.
It's 100.
100. There we go.
That makes things easy.
The Karasiri are on a 65. I don't think Peggy or Gina are higher than 65. Okay. I think Gina's next, if I'm remembering correctly.
Yeah, I'm 60.
Yep.
45.
And then
You might
Peggy.
take a little bit.
Okay. Ashley, you're up. You see them. You make your plea. You watch their eyes shift from you to where the girls are, and you know it's on.
Oh, bollocks. All right. Yeah. So that is that's a 40. And I really want to shoot one in the face. So I'm going to use more luck for it. Because I have it.
Okay. Do it.
So that's another 13. And then that's one. I have here 1d3 plus db.
For a gun, it should not have a damage bonus.
Okay.
But I will
1d3.
Hold on. I will double check. Because the pulp book is here. You had a.
It might be because I have fast load.
What does fast load do?
No, fast load is ignore penalty die for loading and firing in the same round.
Okay, so that's good. Do you know what type of gun it is?
It's a Derringer.
Derringer. So it's a D6 for
cool.
For 25 caliber Derringer, and the Derringer's the tiny little gun that only has one bullet.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
I should have gotten a revolver.
Yeah. Do you want to have bought a revolver on the way?
Yes, please.
Okay. So that's a D8.
That's cooler. All
yeah.
right.
D8 with six rounds. Yeah.
Oh, for 6 rounds. Got it.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, it's got 6 bullets, is what I'm trying to tell you.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
That's going to be a 4.
A 4. All right. Sounds good. So that is.
From a CDC bullet.
Umbule. So let's see if we can't. First of all, let's get some spicy music going, because now the bullets are flying. Let's do that. There we go.
Get some pew pew music.
I don't know about pew pew, but at least some excitement, you know. So with the Karasiri here, double checking their hit points. There it is. All right, cool. So that is now at that. That is that. Karasiri are up. They're going to come running in, closing the distance. One of them, you can tell, is similar in age to Mendoza, although probably not as strong. He definitely looks like he was from that original conquistador stylings. He has a broken saber that he fights with. The other one just is brawling. So they are both going to jump on Ashley. Ashley, would you like to fight back, or would you like to dodge? Fighting back, you have the chance of hurting them, but if you dodge, you win ties as far as level of success.
No, I'm gonna go ahead and I'll fight back.
Okay, fighting back. So the first one against the brawl. I always love this. Karasiri do not dodge. It just flat out, they refuse to. They don't.
They're like hands.
Yeah.
They're like Peggy.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so the first one is a fail. The other one is, did you, oh, you're dodging, so it doesn't matter. Second one, so second roll for you is, ooh, I'm going to spend 2 of those very kind luck points that I have received in order to make that a success. What was your second dodge roll?
My second dodge roll. Not a dodge.
Okay.
Very high.
Very high. Understood.
Yes.
So with your not a dodge, he is. This one is the brawler. He is going to hit you for 1d3 plus his damage bonus of a d6.
Ooh.
So.
Okay.
2. That's it.
Oh, fair. Also,
Oh,
ow.
and he's going to grab you.
Great.
Yep. Okay. That is it for the Karasiri. Gina.
I would like to ready my weapon, and I would like to do a heck and shoot at one of the ones that's trying to hold. That's trying to.
So you get to shoot
friend.
next turn.
Yeah.
Cool. Would you like to move anywhere?
I should be in range.
Yes.
Thinking.
Yeah.
Like if I can see in my head yet. Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So I'm gonna get ready and stay where I am.
Okay. Cool. So yeah, you can. The one thing you can do if you want, as far as range goes, is move so that you are. You can get a bonus dice from being in close range, if you want.
Yeah. I mean, because 2 actions, right? So ready and move.
Yeah, I mean it's so drawing your weapon in this is an action that it like readying.
Okay.
Because guns give you that initiative bump. That's why readying a gun has to be its own action in this in this thing. So yeah, just so you know, for point blank range, if the target is at point blank range within a fifth of the shooter's dex in feet. So what is what is your extreme number on your dex stat?
12.
So you have to be within 12 feet to get a bonus die shooting at it.
I mean, which is good because my range is like My range of my gun is 10 feet. So I would have needed to be in... Because, yeah, I'm just using a 22.
Okay.
I would have needed to be...
Yeah, alright. Sounds good. Peggy.
Peggy's gonna run out, machete ablazing. And I'm just gonna try and... Can I try to cut their Achilles tendon?
So what you're calling is a maneuver, and you can. To do that, you need to have a higher level of success than what they do. So, just so you understand what's up, but you can attempt to do so, yes.
We're gonna try it.
All right.
New dice.
Sounds good.
They're gonna be my pretty fighting. Would that be brawl still?
It's 10 yards, Gina, not 10 feet. I was like, a 22's gotta have longer range than 10 feet. That's
Can you
right.
imagine having a gun?
All I put was a 10 on
Spend
there, and I
Yep.
thought it was feet.
No,
My bad.
perfect. No, I completely understood. But that was Cody's GM panic going, wait, what? What? So yes, it is still a brawl. Yep. And they are fighting back. Okay, so with a 37, that is just a success for the Karasiri.
Mine's just a success.
So you do not accomplish the maneuver, but I will let you deal damage to it.
Okay. And that's still plus my damage. What is the machete's damage?
The machete, so you get your damage bonus, and I'm in the handguns. Let me see if I can find knives. Big knives. As we had discussed, they are...
Right.
That broke me. Okay, good. That's real good. So not sword, not knife, switchblade. Give me a better knife than that. This world deserves a better class of knife. Knife, large, machete, 1d8 plus damage bonus.
Okay, I just wanted to write that down so I remember.
Please.
Where the fuck? There. Yeah. Am I? Nope, right there. Nope. Right there. Okay, sorry. We have 9.
9. Oof. Hurts. All right. Up to the top. Gina, what is your Dex plus 50?
110.
You are now first to act. What would you like to do?
Shooty, shooty, bang, bang.
Shooty, shooty, bang, bang, indeed. So you are shooting. They're now both engaged. So you are shooting into a group, and there's a rule for this. And firing in melee, into melee. 1 penalty die. When targeting a combatant involved in melee combat, a fumble indicates an ally has been hit. So, if multiple
Does that count with like the close range stuff too, or
so they balance out. So
okay, so just a straight roll.
So it's
then.
a flat roll. Yep.
Yeah. That is a hard success for me.
A hard success. Okay. Yeah. So that is going. You're gonna get to roll your damage on that one. It is a piercing weapon, but not an extreme success. So extreme successes are when piercing weapons get like huge damage bonuses.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I rolled a 5 anyway, so that'll work.
Nice. Yeah. Question: were you shooting at the one fighting Ashley or the one fighting Peggy?
Probably the one fighting Ashley.
Okay. One fighting Ashley. Sounds good. Ashley, you are...
Peggy got it.
We don't worry about Peggy anymore.
We don't worry about Peggy got it.
We were about whoever's fighting Peggy.
Yeah, that's Peggy with machete right there. That's a new hit single.
Machete.
Ashley, you are up.
Yes. I would like to shoot again.
Okay. You
if
are
possible. Oh, I'm brawled, right?
You are grappled. At the moment. So let me double check.
Is the mouth open?
It is. Yeah. Oh yeah. He's getting ready to bite you.
Can I knee him in the nuts with my brawl?
That we can absolutely attempt to do so.
The bullocks, I'm sorry.
Within the base range, in the bullocks. No diving for cover, no concealment. You would get the point blank. I think there's something where when they're in melee, they can attempt to fight back. That's what I'm double checking.
Gotcha.
Because you guys are in melee with each other. So while you can attempt to shoot him, he can try to fight back. So you know what? Let's just go with that, because I don't want to spend all night looking stuff up. So you can make your normal shot roll,
okay.
and he will make a brawl.
Okay, that is a 50, but...
Is that a success for you?
I mean, 55 is my my hit.
Okay, so that's a success. You will deal damage. He got a hard success on his fight back, so he's gonna deal. You're gonna both deal damage to each other.
Okay.
Okay. Because you do get to shoot him, but in the process, he's not biting you, but he's gonna wallop you.
Okay.
While he can.
We can mollywop each other.
Yes. So go ahead and roll your damage.
8.
Hey, he got an 8 too.
Oh, we're 8 boys.
You're 8 buddies. But your bullet is enough to drop him.
Hell yeah. Ah! Just immediately just like scramble and just go
Yeah, because he's got you. You're fighting over the gun. He's sort of pushing it back, rears back, gets a good clock on you in your face. But as he does, he loses kind of control of the gun, and you just sort of level it and bore one through his skull, and he flaps back onto the ground. That is it for you, Ashley. The other Karasiri is up. It's gonna see this howl in anger and come launching itself at Peggy. Peggy, you fighting back or you dodging?
Oh, I'm fighting the fuck back.
All right, let's do it. Brawl it up. All right, normal success for the Karasiri.
I'm just gonna spend two luck points to make it a normal success.
So when you're fighting back, you have to get a higher level than they get to damage them.
But either
So it's up to you if you want to spend more. But if you don't want to, save the 2. The 2 don't help you.
I'm just gonna save the 2 and take the hit.
Sounds good. So that is 6 points of damage. And where's my you got smacked dice? Just square in the sternum, in the chest. Yeah. You've got the machete up and sort of are swinging at it. One of them just leaves you open, and he's just gonna drill you in the chest bone right there. It is your turn, however.
Did Peggy just get boob punched by some, like,
You just punched me in
undead
the
thing?
tit?
You just punched me in the boob?
I guess
Prepared to
so,
die,
yeah.
Obviously.
I'm gonna just swing this machete down and pray to God it like decapitates him or something.
All right, sounds good. Make your roll. He's fighting back.
Oh my fucking God.
Spend some luck. Spend some luck.
That's a lot of luck.
How much do you need?
That's a lot of luck. 27. Fuck it. I'll spend 27 luck. I don't. No, I'm not.
Spend 10 of the group luck. It's the conclusion of the prologue. So spend it.
I don't want to luck. Probably
Spend
more
it.
shit. Okay.
Spend it.
Fine.
I mean, yeah, start with the group luck if you want.
Alright, so now I have 29 luck points.
Okay. So that just makes it a regular success?
No, that makes it a hard success.
Hard. Okay. That's what you needed if you didn't
Yeah.
get the hard success.
That's what I was pushing for. It was already a success.
Yeah.
It was just not close to being a hard success.
Okay. Well, roll your damage.
Oh, yeah. Oh, what? 3?
Oof. All right.
Okay, dice.
That's
Goodbye.
with your damage bonus, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and Karasiri is still up and kicking. Gina, you are up.
When I see that that Karsari punched my friend in the booble region, I am going to I'm gonna shoot him. Well, heck,
All right.
shoot him.
Heckin' shoot
See,
him.
do I heckin' shoot him? I do, in fact, heckin' shoot him.
Okay.
Regular success, though.
Regular success, that's enough?
2.
2.
We're just gonna nibble this guy to
You guys are
death.
making a meal out of this one. Okay. Ashley,
Yes,
That's all you could do.
yeah, you hit him center mass, right between the ribs. He sort of turns, the lamprey mouth snarling at you as he spirals back towards Peggy. Ashley, you are up.
All right, I'm gonna sit up, and I'm gonna say for flavoring, like my nose is like now just bent this way. Oh, and just I'm gonna look, reload, and I'm just gonna shoot this thing in the back of the
Okay.
wherever we're at.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a hard success. That's a 22, mate.
Hard success. Absolutely. Go ahead and roll it.
Okay, so that's what, a D8?
It's just a D8.
Yeah.
Damage bonuses are for melee things.
7.
7 is more than enough. The last shot comes through. Yeah, absolutely. He reaches out to grab Peggy, continue the assault, and then just the center part of the chest through the heart just sort of bursts out. Peggy, you are successfully dragon aged in Karasiri and white liquidus fat.
Roll to vomit.
You can make a con save if you want to not vomit. Sure.
I want to not vomit.
Okay, yeah, go for it.
Oh. Success.
Yeah. On a regular success, you choke it down, and you play it off.
At what cost?
Good.
This is good.
I'm gonna
Good shot.
center the nose.
Wait.
Oh, ow.
Yeah. Make a con save on breaking your nose back into position.
I'm gonna have an Owen Wilson nose.
I got punched in the tit, and now I'm covered in this.
I kind of like grab my handkerchief and wrap it around my hand before I just like comfort Peggy on the shoulder.
5.
Like,
take your
so
handkerchief.
I think that's an extreme success.
Yeah.
You can keep it. You can keep the handkerchief. I don't need it. Thank you.
It's off me.
I've got plenty more.
Well, the girls are cleaning up. Peggy, Ashley's over here with the burning butt, like the butt of his gun, like you know how people do it, like with a spoon. He's just like bad at just with the butt of his gun.
I have never seen that with a spoon. Wait a minute, is that a real thing?
I've only ever seen like the hand thing.
Yeah. I've
Harry
seen.
Potter.
Yeah,
is this some kind of like wrestling bullshit? Like
no.
Never
Like
heard of that.
because usually you need something like hard to push the cartilage against. So normally when you try to do that, like it was an old movie trope, just from what I know. Like it's not.
Learned things
I don't think it's a real thing. Like I don't think there's just like boxers out there with spoon. I mean maybe crackheads who are like only got one spoon. They got to use it for different things. But
multi-spoon.
I broke my nose on account of all this crack I was doing.
So yeah,
gotta use my spoon.
I mean, considering the time.
And I'm just gonna start blowing out blood out of my nose because I can't breathe, obviously. And
I'm gonna fish out another handkerchief and hand it to Ash with the same kind of like disgusted like. Here, you need that.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, no, that's great. Oh.
Okay, so
it's the worst vacation. This is awful.
I would rather I just hit me with the machete again. Don't do that again.
We should keep moving. We need to keep moving.
So now that you guys are down here, go ahead and make another spot hidden check for me.
Fucking
nope.
I still have guts in my eyes.
So that would be that is a extreme success for me.
Okay.
I rolled a 4.
Nicely done.
Sweet. I got a 93, so
that is really almost a fumble.
I'm gonna look with my special eyes for both of y'all.
I rolled an 80, so.
What your photographer eyes see. I love how they cleaned up the rest of Lord of the Rings, but they're like, we got to save that one moment that Aragorn's just oddly racist, right?
It's fair. You know what? That's fair. He's like, I'm not going to throw a door, but hey, elf.
Please tell me you've
see with
seen
your dumb elf eyes.
Please tell me you've seen that comic with Gimli on fucking Legolas's shoulders. He's like, "What do your dwarf eyes see?" And he goes, "Sky."
No.
I'm gonna find it and show you.
Wow.
No, but now I want to. Oh man! Oh man! Oh man! Okay. So, Gina, you see that there are those stone protrusions that Ashley had spotted earlier. Those are like chimneys that lead down. One of them in the northeast corner is open, goes down about 15 feet, and you can see that there's like a 45-degree sort of slide that heads down towards the pyramid. The other thing that you notice is that there is a in the charnel pit. That is the word they use. In the charnel pit, where all of the bodies are, decaying bones, you can notice a few things. One, there's some gold and silver, looks like just trinkets, just sort of valuables that have accumulated that were perhaps not noticed by the Karasiri as they were dumping bodies here. But beyond that, in this pit goes down about 10 feet. It's about 15 feet wide, filled with flies and maggots. Just being near it is pretty awful. But visible through the remains, there is a tunnel. A tunnel system that leads down, also leading back towards the pyramid. So it looks like those are your two best entryways in. You know from earlier, you cannot get in from the top of the pyramid without breaking it. The other chimneys, you would have to break because it's like there's stone and there's like a stone cap on them. So smoke could still come out and around, but you would have to either like lift or remove or break that cap off of it. There is one that's already open though. So
the secret tunnel. Secret tunnel.
Secret tunnel.
Secret tunnel. Is probably our best move with the minimum of possible structural collapse. Because we don't want to mess around with the chimneys, probably not.
Yeah, I mean either the open chimney or the secret tunnels. You could do either. So, yeah, if you want to do the secret tunnel, you guys are gonna have to wade through the pit of bodies.
I will relay those wonderful options to the rest of the party.
Well, 1 minute. I'll actually be right back. 1 second.
I'm already covered in this. So really, what are dead bodies at this point?
I look down at my nice, neat, pretty sweater, because I still wore like a pretty short sleeve sweater and my nice skirt and my like dainty shoes. And I like look down at me, and I look at Peggy, and I look at Ash, and I look down at me, and I shake my head ferociously at you.
I can initiate you. I'll get you ready. Come here.
We could go down the chimney. There's one right there.
Or we could just walk.
We could go down the chimney. That's right there. Fine. So I start like tucking my skirt up, like I do the classic like when you're about to sword fight, how you like pull the skirt between your legs and like tuck it, yeah, and like like you basically make pants. Yeah.
So pants on now.
And I will start to take my shoes off and then think about it and then leave them on. Well, if we're going to walk, let's walk, because we need to get this over with.
Okay.
Telling you, walking.
So through the charnel pit, you guys begin. I would like all of you to make sanity checks, please.
Forgot about that part.
Oh shit! I actually got it. I'm pissed, but I'm not crazy.
I did not succeed. But wait, how much sanity am I losing?
Just made it.
If you succeed, you lose 1. If you fail, you lose 1d4 plus 1.
It's
just
gonna be
made
2.
it.
Don't worry, it's gonna be 2.
Yeah.
I was wrong. It's 5.
Oh, so as you guys begin to you get down in this pit, and it is, man, oh man. So it's deep. Like, you guys are waist deep in these bodies, and it's a moment where Peggy thinks, oh, that one looks pretty solid. I bet I could put my foot there, and it just like goes. Yeah, she just goes like through it, and it gets like one of the legs starts to get stuck, and there's a moment where, as she pulls her leg out, the face of one of the bodies, she swears, just sort of goes, "Hey, I'm sleeping here."
Nope. Don't like that.
What happened? You have...
I'm running.
Ugh, what's on your pants?
I'm running out of here.
You can't run.
I'm gonna try.
You're high stepping through the body snow here.
High knees.
High knees. Yeah.
I have another clean handkerchief like pressed to my nose, and I'm just like,
How many handkerchiefs you got?
a lot.
Oh man. Okay.
Here, would you like one? And I'll pull out another one for you.
Yes. Cover my eyes.
Wait, are you like a clown? You have just like a bunch of like...
Pulls them out of her sleeves.
Sorry,
Uh,
I'm trying to do
Pull it out
some
of your
levity.
ears.
We are wading through bodies right now.
I'm aware.
It helps.
So, as you make it into the tunnel, the small network of tunnels, they run underneath the ruins. As you are making your way down these tunnels, they start to get shorter. They top out at about 4 feet tall, 10 feet wide. So all of you are crawling across this area. There are little stalagmites that gather from the moisture and the limestone that you're occasionally like bumping your head on, trying to not catch your clothes and things like that. I think most of you are covering your mouth with something at this point, right?
If by covering you mean smoking another camel, yes.
Okay. Well, I do need all of you to make Constitution saving throws. If you have a mouth covering, you have an advantage die. A bonus die, as this game calls it.
Tell me how. I rolled the same exact thing 2 in a row.
Oof.
I rolled a 76 and then a 75. That's how I'll tell you.
I rolled an 85 and an 85.
Yeah, I didn't make it.
16. You guys are pukey with your little handkerchiefs.
I'm already covered in gore.
Yeah.
And a body talked to me, so really,
Was he nice?
kind of.
So you have so you're nauseated. You're not vomiting just yet, but you do have a penalty die for this next check. As the ladies, you have started to get so sick, you are just kind of panicking, trying to get out of this very long tunnel system. You've gotten a little claustrophobic. You've gotten a little. It's very tight. It's cramped. It's uncomfortable. You really need this to be over at this moment. So I need you to make a dexterity roll with a penalty die. Ashley, if you want to keep up with them, you can make a flat dex roll. But if you're just like, all right, well, go ahead.
I ain't bothered. If they want to run, that's fine. It's
Nope.
slow burn.
Everything's horrible.
Everything is terrible.
Okay. You do, so you make it through, but you're going to take a D3. I'm going to roll for both of you at the same time. So that is 2 points of cuts just on your hands, knees, ankles, legs, just from your elbows a little bit, top of your head, just sort of the scraping, crawling urgency that really kicks in as you are making that way. you make it out into the down the lengthy tunnel and off into the chamber. Double checking. Yes, main gate, pile of rags, chamber, prison, pool. Okay, here we go. So you make it down into the chamber, and down here, this is where the line of gold to contain. No, I'm so sorry. That is not that. That is in the next area. As you are down into the chamber, it does lift back up, so you can finally stand up. The smell is no better. It continues to actually be worse, but just being up where you are not compressed down, breathing onto your lungs, does give you a sense of peace, or at least just a moment to sort of gather yourself back together. You can look around this area and you can see that there are sort of stone tables. Looks like this was, in a way, a bit of a forge, a working area. If you want to make archaeology checks as you look around for a moment, go ahead and do that.
To be fair, I had to get a 1.
Okay, sure.
But that's a fail.
Okay.
Yeah, I definitely didn't make it.
Okay. Looking around the chamber, you don't really understand the importance of it, but one of the things you do notice is that there are 2 more Karasiri sleeping here. They haven't woken up yet, so if you're efficient, you should potentially be able to deal with them in relative ease.
Okay, alright, so what if you sneak up and we slip it? Yeah.
Or we could just go up and shoot one of them in the head while one of us is slitting the one's throat.
Both. Wow, slitting throat. Shoot. Same. Just bam.
We can do that. We can do that.
Yeah, Ash, yeah.
Yeah.
You got a gun too. I got a machete. It'll be perfect. We got this. Let's go.
Okay. You guys can make those attacks. You have 3. So you get to roll 3 times, basically. It's like a double advantage. 2 bonus dice. Thank you for the hydrate, weird chick.
That is an extreme success for me. Doesn't get much better than that, so I'm gonna leave it.
Extreme.
Good.
That 1 from the archaeology?
Nicely done. So yes, perfect. You don't even have to roll damage. You guys do successfully make it. So as you are coming out of the tunnel into the chamber, you come up and just assassin executioner style. You're looking over Gina with her parachute Aladdin skirt pants, and Peggy covered in everything, just dismembering these 2 Karasiri.
I look at Gina. I'm like, you should be assassins because that was clean.
That was pretty clean. I think I'm starting to like this.
We're good at this. Hire me. Let's go. Found a new job.
Wow. There's a lot to unpack here, but we're gonna just throw away the suitcase right now. So,
where have you been? I thought you were here the whole time. What?
No.
You just caught up with us? Well,
Yeah.
okay.
You two started scrambling because I started hearing the noises, so I don't want to be around for the throwing up.
Well, apparently we took care of things, so you would have free passage.
Hey, cheers.
You're welcome for the non-vomit.
Thank you.
You'd have been crawling through it.
So, the from here, in this chamber, once you get past sort of the Karasiri, you can tell that this is also where they've collected the bulk of any wealth, valuable items that are in here. Some of it is gold, silver, artifacts, some of it historical, some of it very modern, in fact. So if you would like to collect some things, you can, to get paid out of this. The most you can potentially carry out is it's worth about 2,000, and Elias is going to take his cut, but you can tell that is not even maybe 1/100th of the total value of what is down here. 2,000 each, yeah.
Is it just like gold, like in general, like coins, or it's like jewelry and like?
Some of it's jewelry, some of it is ancient pottery, some of it is like statuettes, some of it's more modern jewelry, some of it is. It's basically anytime the Karasiri like ate somebody or dragged them up here, this is where their valuables ended up. The stuff that was in the charnel pit earlier was small trinket enclosed, like they didn't find it. So things that were of substance and value, this is where it has ended up. And this is just pieces collected over the past 400 years.
Can I look for 3 specific things?
Sure.
Amongst my 2,000? I would like a pocket watch because I need something to tell the time.
Okay.
I'd like to see if I can find like a nice ring and then maybe a crown.
Okay. Make me a luck check, and and tell me if it's a regular, hard, or extreme success, or not.
Could you also roll an extra check, because you're being real extra right now?
I'm just saying, there's treasures here.
I'm just gonna find like a bowl or a pot, and I'm gonna fill it with other stuff that looks old or super valuable.
I'm just looking for like, I'm looking for like books and stuff.
Book
or
would
scrolls
not.
Or.
It's very damp down here, and in all of the decay, those things will rot. So
I'll hold a pearl necklace up to her, like, this looks real nice with your sweater.
I look down at the gore that's all over my sweater.
When it's clean.
What did you roll, Ashley?
I got a 23.
What is your current luck at?
And my current luck's at a 63.
So that is we'll call it a hard success. You can find a pocket watch. Pocket watch. You don't find a crown. Crown was never even on the table. Just don't
I had a feeling. I just wanted to.
And what was the other thing you were looking for?
Like a ring, like an ornate ring.
Yeah, ring. Absolutely. Yeah.
He's a ring guy.
Yeah. Didn't know he was a ring guy. Absolutely.
Definitely a ring guy.
Yeah. Oh, it's like a huge, it's like a huge scorpion ring inlaid with like topaz.
Oh, this is cool.
They're better to punch you with.
Yeah.
Look how brilliant this is. And I'm going to show everyone my new ring.
There you go.
That's lovely.
I blink at you.
What? It's not like he's using it. It's not like they're using it. It's just here.
Let's keep moving.
Luckily, you don't have to pull this off of bodies. They've done that part for you.
Exactly. They did the hard part. Doctor.
Yeah, come on, Doc, grab yourself some. You deserve
Get
it
something
for
like
all
full
of
pack,
this, and
get
you
something
need a
nice
new
for you.
sweater.
I will pick up just a couple handfuls of like whatever kind of gold that I can pick up, or small things. I'm not, but I am wearing the necklace that Peggy handed to me.
Oh,
I did put that on.
yeah.
I have good taste. You're
You
welcome.
big old softy.
Watches are actually listed in what is here. Miscellaneous collections of coins, jewelry, watches, and ancient artifacts, ranging from contemporary to pre-Incan.
Wow.
Many items are gold, mixed with a variety of worthless trinkets. Removing these items from the ruins has no effect on the entity. So, blah, blah, blah.
There isn't like any like jeweled flasks or anything in here, is there?
Not a flask, but like a jug, maybe, or like a wine sifter, decanter. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll kind of poke one of those with my foot as we pass by, and kind of like nod at Ash. Isn't that your type of thing?
Put brandy in it.
I do. You know, that's perfectly valid. Pull that up, and then while we're moving, I'm gonna uncork the bottle and just start pouring the bourbon into the decanter.
You probably should have washed that out first, but I mean, do you?
What? I mean, that's the alcohol kills the
Take a
germs.
drink. I want to see if there's any chunks in there.
Let
me know if there are.
Defy.
I do not want to see if there are any chunks in there.
I do. I definitely do.
Drink it. Drink it.
The horror streamer just came out in Blondie.
Do it.
I'm not gonna say it's very clear. I would say it's a little mucky.
You got sand in your teeth now. Is it like gritty?
Shut
Probably
up.
should have waited on that.
Can we keep walking, please?
Yeah.
This is horrible.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I regret ever saying that to you.
Absolutely.
Let's keep going.
Not the first time I've heard that.
So, you head past the chamber, and there is a hallway that opens up into. It is a long hall. It goes. Let's just, for simplicity, goes north and west. So you're definitely at like the corner of another room, and on that corner from there, I need you all to make spot hidden checks.
That's what you'll right? For me. But I'm gonna try. Oh, I succeeded, finally. Alright, cool.
Not me, said the bee.
Not the bee.
Okay. If you succeeded, you notice that this is where you can, beneath the dust and the grime and just all of that, is the golden ward, inlaid into the interior wall, and it begins to stretch both to the north and to the west, or actually, excuse me, west and south. So this is that chamber. You can begin to. Did you have a hard success, Peggy?
No, just regular.
Okay, regular success. So that is where you know that this is where the ward is. As you begin to search around it, which way would you guys like to go? Do you want to go to the west, or do you want to go south? You understand the purpose of the ward, like it should just be a giant ring, but it might matter.
No week.
Thank you for the stretch, Tristan. We needed that.
Oh.
All right.
Well. I feel like splitting up would be a bad idea.
I've always heard bad things about splitting a party.
But if we did, we could go both. You know?
We could still go both.
It's the worst party I've ever been to.
Well, you're not exactly wonderful to be around sometimes either, but here we are.
I wasn't talking about the company. Ouch. Hurtful.
You want a hug?
Kind of.
Come here.
We can always start to the west, and if we don't find anything, we can always double back.
That's fine.
Ashley, your clothes are gooey now.
There's just like a when we embrace. Yeah. Oh, I didn't think this through.
Join
I pull out another clean handkerchief and...
Where are you getting these from? You store them in your butt?
In my bra, thank you.
Oh.
Her chest just keeps getting smaller.
I would like a handkerchief then, please. Yes, that would be great for my shirt.
I look at you.
Maybe they have a dry cleaner.
I tuck it back in my shirt and I go to the west.
Damn. I offer the gory one I have.
I'd like to smack so we just hear as it just hits the ground.
Well, I tried.
No.
You did try. No, I want to know if it would stick to, when you're making pasta and you just put the spaghetti onto the wall, see if it's done.
I usually bite into it.
Don't bite into the handkerchief. Don't bite the handkerchief.
Not the handkerchief. Why would I bite that? A noodle. Pasta. You gonna bite that?
The pasta.
As you guys are heading
I'm doing
west.
this to procrastinate, not to go to the west. I don't want to go.
I'd like you guys to make me a spot hidden check.
Oh, fuck. Me and Spot Hidden are not friends. Not tonight.
I'm saving my luck for fighting, so no.
My dice are so casually letting me down.
No, Gina?
Yeah, actually I did.
You did. Okay, good. So as you guys are heading towards the west, who is in front? You can go, two of you can go side by side, but one of you either needs to be behind or in front.
I feel like Peggy and I were side by side.
Gina was
because we're interacting.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gina, as you are heading to the front, you can see that there are occasionally along here what look like piles of clothes or rags, maybe bits of discarded clothing or pieces. Not full-on bodies for sure, because of they have a pit for that upstairs, and they don't seem to eat for themselves. There is a pile of rags that looks more like medical, almost like mummified wraps, but if anything, there's only like bones in there. The wetness of this, all of that decayed. Same reason there's no like books or scrolls, but you notice something moving within those rags. It looks not like the entire entity is moving, but it's definitely something.
I will stop and I'll like take my gun back out and kind of aim it at the moving thing.
Okay.
Do you all see that?
As she points it out, you guys are able to see the movement in the rags a little bit. Yeah.
What if it's one of them maggots?
I feel like this is a good situation where we can shoot first and ask questions later, because
Really?
I don't think there's anything in here we want to stay alive.
Pew pew, get him.
Okay. Yeah, Ashley and Gina,
shoot.
because I saw Ashley make the gun cocking motion. If you guys both want to take shots, you can have 2 advantage dice.
I'm going to plug my ears because this is about to be loud as hell.
Yeah. Good call.
Cool. I hit regular success.
Okay.
Wait, actually, no. No, that's a hard success.
Okay.
That was 33.
Nice.
That was 35.
I'm going to use 4 luck points to give myself an extreme success.
Okay. So, you can both roll damage. An extreme success is maximum damage plus a roll of the dice. And Gina, a hard success is just...
yeah, I just got 2.
Just 2? Okay. So 2 points of damage there, and...
So it's just 2. It's the max damage, and then also roll a dice?
That's for you, Ashley, yes.
Okay. Ooh, that's a 15.
A 15. Okay.
That's kind of sexy.
Nice. So... You shoot into the pile of rags. You hear the squishing sort of noise as the one that Ashley hits splatters back and across. The other larva that Gina winged rapidly begins crawling at you guys. It goes up the wall away from the golden ward and up onto the ceiling. It has a speed of 85. You guys have already acted in initiative with your readied guns, so it is going to get the drop attack on Gina, who was up front. Would you like to dodge or fight back?
I feel like I would dodge that shit.
Okay,
like, I don't want that anywhere near me.
Make a brawl roll. So yeah, this is going to be its turn crawling into position.
Great.
For its small build. Okay. So it does crawl into position on Gina. Your clothes begin to acid burn away as you take 1 point of slime acid damage. And it is crawling for your mouth.
Great.
So
hate it.
Peggy.
Peggy is gonna grab Gina like the back and just smush her into the wall.
Okay. Yeah, make a brawl check.
Should I make one to see if she breaks my nose on the wall?
I mean, if you...
It was a success by another.
I feel like I would not be ready. I would not be able to, like, block that.
You're already dodging, so you continue to dodge.
Okay.
So you can make a dodge check.
I'm just gonna try and smush her.
Yeah, I understood. I was about it.
That was a success.
No. Okay. Here's what's gonna happen.
Was not.
So sorry.
You're not gonna damage Peggy, but you are gonna push her prone. But the larva rolled a 7 on its dodge of 95. So as you go to smush it with Peggy there, like you push against it and it crawls over the shoulder onto the back, and like you put her on the floor to like stop, drop, and roll it, but it is just wiggling everywhere. So that is it for that. Gina, you are up. You are on the ground with the larva on you. What would you like to do?
First yell at Peggy with, "What are you doing?" Can I try to like grab it and throw it off of me?
Yeah, absolutely. That is a brawl check.
This may not go well.
I believe in you.
My dice are not cooperating. No.
Okay.
Not quite a whiff, but yeah, I rolled like 89.
Okay. Yeah, it is. You go to grab a hold of it. You get part of it, and you know those weird like squishy gel toys that are tubes, but like you hold it and it'll like squeeze out. It does that. You like go to grab it and it just Ashley, you're up. It is going to crawl in. It is going to crawl into her mouth next. After this. After you.
How big is it?
Well, when you go to grab it, it gets real squishy.
Right.
But so normalish size. I would say like this big.
Okay, because I saw trying to grab that way.
Yeah.
Okay. Shit.
Colin, you don't put things in your mouth.
Can I
Bad.
claw to try to like dig my fingers into the sides and try to rip?
Yeah.
Because I know that this isn't gonna work.
Sure. Yeah.
That.
Brawl check.
Cool. That's a 52. That's a success.
It has a hard success on dodge.
Okay.
So you need to get an extreme success.
I will use my points to get this extreme success. Let's see. Minus.
Okay.
Even though I said you were bad company.
Okay. Yes, even though you said I was bad company.
What a sweetie.
All right, don't get used to it. See, I use the being a pervert to, for expectations, because then if you find out I actually give a shit about either one of you, then that makes me feel uncomfortable. Okay.
You feelings are icky.
Ew.
Oh, so Tristan, if it crawls into her mouth, just so you know, it's okay. So the larva is approximately the size of a human fist, made up of shapeless mass of white protoplasm. It is no bueno. It is how new Karasiri are made. But once it is in the victim, in a player, the player has recently infected must pass an extreme con roll to remain conscious, lucid, and capable of communicating in any way. Unless the larva is removed from the host, they are doomed to become a Karasiri.
Yeah, so I'm going to use that, and I'm just going to dig and pull and over my head.
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead and roll your damage bonus in dice and +1.
Okay, I think my damage is just D3 +1.
Great.
Now.
Yep.
So that's going to be a 2.
That's great. Perfect. That's what we needed. Yeah, they don't have a ton of hit points. They're very hard to hit. But you grab it, and you're getting up there, and it actually starts to like squeeze through and around your fingers. You feel it like create sort of like, I don't know, like little bubbly feet sort of things to kind of get up and over you. And just as it's starting to force its way past Peggy's lips, you get one of it, and just you go to fling it, and the ceiling's not like super high. Oh no, it is in this part. But anyway, you hit it into the wall, splashes up against there. You do take 1 point of acid damage from manhandling it. But yeah, that is it for those.
Just look at. Was it Peggy or Gina that
Gina,
had the?
wasn't it?
It was on Gina.
Yeah, it was Gina.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna look and just go. You're all right.
Yeah, I'm okay.
I was trying you to smush it.
That's fine. And I'm
She
just
seems
going
like
to get up and
Shock.
yeah, just gonna get up and not even kind of like just blink a couple times and then let's keep going.
Okay.
All right. I'll go in front. I didn't pour the whole bourbon bottle into the decanter, so I just pass you the bottle. I need that back very shortly.
Okay.
And we're chain smoking again.
I'll Can I polish off the the flask?
Sure. Yeah.
Like,
It's a bottle. Don't drink the whole bottle. It's a bottle.
It's a handle.
It's a handle.
You're gonna have to take it away from me.
I will need that at some point.
I'm like half drinking, and then you start like. I'm like,
All right. Baby
Fine.
doesn't need the whole bottle.
You're gonna be okay. We've been through it before, remember?
fine.
You did great.
As you guys follow this place around, you are tracking the Golden Ward. You make your way to the area where it is broken. And you can see, so it's about 2 feet of broken ward. Now, to get to that, you guys take a moment. At this point, the smell is the worst it has ever been. It is unbearable, but you are stomaching through it. Where the crack in the wall is, running through that recess where the missing inlay is, the floor is broken. It is, at your guess, about 10 feet wide, probably about 4 feet deep. And it clearly centers on where the ward had been removed. That crack is filled with rancid, white, undulating fat that sort of bubbles, and you can see where through the crack where the ward was, it's dribbled out and pooled here. And as you look through it, you can see moving in the surface, beneath the surface, 3 larvae. A little smaller than previous ones. Clearly not quite matured enough to venture out onto land. But, Ashley, you know that behind here, you can, having seen it, having felt its presence within your mind, behind here is where the father of maggots lies. And it is through this crack that the larvae have escaped, and it is through the Karasiri made of these larvae that they have been able to procreate. Unless you do something about that pool of rancid fat and larvae, you'll have to wade into it to replace the piece of the ward.
And we knew that lighting it is going to potentially melt it and would take too long to get hot. Yeah.
Make an intelligence check. You can all make an intelligence check. If you have any sort of like science bonuses, we can discuss that if that's a better, or an education. I'll take an education check.
I could do education.
Education. Yes. In the future, remind me education is a stat, because education is what you know. Intelligence is if you have an idea.
I have literally no ideas. I fumbled as hard as you can.
This is an extreme success. I rolled a 3.
8.
Okay. Peggy, you think... I'm not going to say you think you should drink it, but if we're talking about fire, you're like, Yeah, let's. You're ready. You need
Burn
to light
it.
this on fire right now. No,
Burn
I
that.
apologize. You are like, no, let's make a shot out of it. I don't know. You have a bad idea. You don't know. What my extreme success people, what you guys have figured out is that, so part of the fear about burning it just indiscriminately was you didn't know where the gold ward was. Now you do. You can light the pool on fire without damaging the ward. However, because you got an extreme success, it is going to burn for a while, and the smoke it produces, if you guys are not careful, will asphyxiate you. So it is possible to do it. You just need to take some precautions. You need to not stay down here. There are chimney vents, but you need to be away from this pool after it's lit, and you need to protect your breathing because the amount of smoke that it will produce, this fat's going to burn very quickly and very hot. And the smoke, if you are not careful, will knock you out very easily.
Well, I'm glad you didn't drink all of this. Can we make a bourbon line and essentially light this fuse from very far away? I'm looking at the two of you.
That would be smart. Or if we can get up near one of the chimneys and potentially be close to...
So the chimneys are overhead. They're very high up.
Okay, yeah, so we can climb up that.
Yeah, because you're 100 feet below where you guys started. That is my failure as far as explaining where you're at. But the smoke will burn out of here. You just need to stay low and get away from it once it is lit. So as far as
a fuse like a bourbon fuse would be the way to go.
Okay.
Or a Molotov cocktail.
We're not wasting this whole thing.
Okay.
What about the stuff in the decanter?
The slut. Yeah, the sluts would work. All right. Give me one of the handkerchiefs.
Okay.
I will pull out a couple of the handkerchiefs, and I will I'll give you two, Ash.
Okay, let's start.
Best to put one over your face, perhaps, and you too, Peggy. Just to make sure that we don't inhale too much of whatever this gives off.
Okay, that's probably smart.
Okay. So, Molotov cocktail style, is that what I'm hearing?
Essentially with this jug.
Okay. So yeah, make me a throw test with, I'll give you 2 advantage dice, 2 bonus dice.
Go.
And then,
You said throw.
Yeah. Base is 20%.
Anyone have a good arm? Anyone really invest in throw?
Such an oddly specific skill. But it's like also specifically for Molotov cocktails, like for throwing grenades.
I mean, to be fair, I wanted to just do a trail. I did not do great. I didn't fumble, but I didn't succeed.
Okay. You do it and you toss it. It smashes not where you wanted it to. And you guys are sitting there probably having a go at Ashley for throwing it poorly.
That's a good throw.
But I'm not an athlete. We've been over this.
It does catch. It does catch. I do need con saves with advantage with the bonus die.
Is an extreme success for me on con.
Just a regular success.
Regular success is enough to get it done. It does. It catches fire. And roll me a d6.
All of us or one of us?
Oh, I'm sorry, Peggy. It needs to be a hard success.
Oh, fuck me.
So you pass out. Roll me a d6.
Bye. 3.
3. Okay. It's 3 rounds. They drag you back far enough. You wake up. You're fine. I'm
gonna make fun of you for passing out now, because you've been warned that this was gonna happen. You still passed out.
Not my fault.
Don't
She
make
gave
fun
me
of
the
my arm
lace
again.
handkerchief.
You're bad at breathing.
They're all lace
You're
handkerchiefs.
bad at throwing and climbing.
Yeah.
That's 2 things.
You're
There's
both
a difference,
bad
though. It's not like a base thing. This is a base skill.
That's
You're
2
both
things.
you're both bad at focusing on what's in front of us right now.
It's true. Just breathe out of your nose next time, not your mouth.
You might not be breathing soon.
It leaves, so it does leave a thick residue. Burns for about an hour. But you've dealt with the Karasiri. There, you wait. You keep watch. Elias with you. You wake up. It burns. You guys have the piece to place back in. Can I get a mechanical repair check?
Yeah. I can find there it is.
See, Ash, we all have our talents.
Yeah, we'll see if his talent goes anywhere.
Yeah, I'm just
Oh, he
saying she's
did.
not good at breathing.
You know what? Just to be safe. I'm gonna spend 7 luck points to make it a heart.
Okay. You get the golden ward into place. You asphyx it, and there you cover and rebind the parts that are missing. Not missing, but the gap that had been created when it was torn out of the wall. And I would like you to make a sanity check, please.
Super successful.
Nice.
7%.
Sounds good.
Great success.
It was a 7 compared to 45, so yeah.
Okay. You're going to lose 1 point of sanity.
Oh.
And I would like you to... Where did that go? Oh, that's not... That was a weird noise in my ears. Don't need that. I'd like you to roll me a percentile.
70.
Okay. As you are... once the ward locks back into place, your mind is bombarded with visions of the Karasiri that are out in Peru. You guys have done a good job of destroying all of the ones that you had come across, but there were more. And you can tell that there were some of the very old ones that were part of that original group of conquistadors that were still out in the country. You see them rapidly decay. You see everyone that had been transformed into a Karasiri immediately die. Those that were more recently created look very much like normal deaths, those that were hundreds of years old, age that amount in seconds. The other thing is, you see... I'm actually going to give you a choice here. You were gifted with another vision out of similar to what that golden mirror experiences. As your mind has, for a moment, touched the consciousness of the father of maggots, as you have locked it away. You said you rolled a 77?
Yeah.
Okay. Would you like something near or far?
Near.
Okay. Okay. You see your own hand from a perspective, reaching out and touching a large red rock. And as you touch it, you can feel the warmth beneath the surface as it fills your palm and your fingers. Everything is brightly lit, and next to the rock is a black pit that descends into the depths of the earth. And then suddenly, you're back within the pyramid here in Peru, your hand lingering on the golden ward for but a moment, and the warmth of that red rock lingering with you. You all know that despite the visions of things to come, congratulations, you have succeeded. You all collect your 2,000 in gold and payment and all of those fun things. Elias Jackson survived, so you have you all have a wonderful friend in him. You did so. There are some other successful fun things that you get to do, or you get back, I guess, is I think the better way to phrase that. Where is it? You get sanity back, depending on the things that have happened. Oh, that's chapter 2. Yeah, get 'em with the hype. That's the goodness right there. Yeah. Good job, guys. So
we did it.
You did.
We didn't die.
You didn't die.
Can we go to a Peruvian bar and then just for the next 20 minutes just be at the bar?
You gotta get down off the mountain and then back to a city with a bar in it. But yeah,
there's a bar in the pyramid.
Yeah, man. This
Yeah.
now it's a tourist
shop.
destination.
It's a tiki bar.
That's a tiki bar. I like that.
You just roll up to the tiki bar in the pyramid.
The only drink you get is liquid fat, though. Good luck.
Yeah. Well, it's some sort of
bar.
It's like a White Russian. It's milk and alcohol put together. So
it's a White Russian, but the fat might not be from a Russian.
It's a creamy Russian.
A
slippery Russian.
That's lascivious.
Yeah.
That's sexual.
Yeah, I agree.
That's a new take on a buttery nipple I never wanted to think about.
Awful. Okay. So on advising, investigators should have plenty of time to recover. Yep, you have plenty of time to recover. You get a development phase. So I had already given you one, but you can have another one. So any checks you succeeded on today, you should, and last game, should have a check next to them. You roll the percentile. If you roll above what your current skill is, then you get to add a 1d10 roll to that skill. That is how we improve skills. That is a development phase. In addition, apply the following rewards to surviving investigators. Killing or otherwise defeating Luis de Mendoza, 1d6 sanity points. Would you guys like to roll those individually, or do you want to roll and everybody get the same?
I don't mind rolling for a group.
Either
we
one.
did it together.
Okay, sounds good. So let's do this. If it's for everybody, we'll do just like an advantage roll on this. So here we go. Who wants to? Do you want me to do it, or do one of you want to do it?
You can do it.
I'll do it.
You do it.
So 2d6 for the sanity points. 5 points of sanity recovered for that. Killing or otherwise defeating Augustus Larkin is worth a d4 of sanity. So, what is that? 1 and a 2. So 2 is that one. Restoring the ward on the pyramid and destroying the Karasiri. Their venture into the mortal realms, as it were. There is a d8. That is a 6.
What happens when you get back to your sanity?
Keep going. You get more.
Oh, it
You're
goes.
starting
Oh,
sanity?
really?
Yeah, you can go over.
You can go over it.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Oh, the last one was what?
6.
Oh, sheesh. I got a math.
Causing Nera's death would have lost you sanity. So good thing you saved her. Releasing the father of maggots is negative 20 sanity.
Ooh.
So
Glad we didn't do that.
glad you didn't do that. Yeah. You have to be a real messed up, like, storyteller to be like, yeah, take the ward. Do it. Like, what is that, man? Like, it's the prologue.
Set everything on fire. Let the ward all burn.
Yeah. Father of maggots there, Mo. Father of maggots. So congratulations, guys. That is the end of the prologue. How do you guys feel?
Good.
I love it.
Successful.
I freaking love it.
Good.
We didn't die. We did it. We did the thing. It is not eternal darkness for all. And Gina is now an alcoholic, so thank you.
I was like, if that magnet goes in Gina's mouth, that's gonna be very bad.
Well, you saw what I said. If that had happened, that would have been a really weird Florida vacation we would have taken.
A little bit.
Oof. Yeah.
Beach with the Kirasir. Yeah. Well, actually, no. She would have disintegrated. Yeah.
After
died.
you guys, yeah. Well, it
After
would have if they had done it quick enough. Because there's like 24 hours before you become a Karasiri, or like there's a I don't know what the time frame is, but there is a stretch of time where they can, because you guys did it for the professor, where you forced him to vomit up the larva.
Mm-hmm.
So
These fingers would have been in your throat so fast. Get out of it.
so romantic. Get out of there.
Get him buy me dinner first.
You get out of my friend. Just aggressive.
So
Be aggressive. Be aggressive.
It's not happening.
oof. So yeah, that takes place in March 1921. Chapter 1, which I don't mind telling you guys, begins in New York. Begins
Back
in
at home.
1925. January 1925. So there is a time skip here. If you guys want to make any changes to your characters, we may also do, like, if we do any one-shots, we'll set them in that interim time period. But yeah, you guys, how do you feel about the system so far?
I like it.
I love it. It's really good.
Once you figure it out, it's easy peasy.
Yeah. There's some things I really, really like about it. I'm excited to explore a little bit more of like the magic and some of those weirder rules. But I'm glad that we were able to get most of just the basics, which I feel real solid on. Now there's a few things that are like the odd ones where it's like, what is healing? What is luck recovery? Right. But as far as the basics of like combat and rolling and doing stuff, it makes a ton of sense. So that is
It's a great system. It gives us I mean, I feel like we have the potential to like really kick some butt, and it's nice for once.
I like the ability to, like, even if it's something you're not, I guess, proficient in, you can still build that as well, which I think is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Still having a chance to like do something with it.
Yeah, like my archaeology might be a 1, but I still get a chance to try.
Right.
You know.
Exactly.
And what is nice is that the first time you get it right, even if you pour all of your luck into it, you all get 10 luck points because it's a pulp adventure. So there's that. Even if you pour all of your luck into it, getting it right once means you get to put the checkbox there, and you get to, that's guaranteed to improve, right? And so it's nice that there's a little bit of a motivation to just try things. You know, if you do well, you have a chance to get better at it, and if you don't, you're doing all right. So there's a lot about this system I'm definitely enjoying, and I can understand the appeal. So yeah, we will be diving into the first chapter. Okay, so chapter 1 is campaign beginning, and then chapter 2 is like 2 pages later. So there you go. It's gonna be just the quickest adventure into we're starting in America. So yeah, we're starting there, 1925. What we may do next week is wrap up our other one shot, depending on availability. If not, we'll dive into the first chapter here. So yeah, thank you guys for helping me rally. It's been a tough week. It's been a tough time in general. I really enjoyed.
We love you, Cody.
This. Yeah, I love you too.
It was a blast.
Yeah,
it was so much fun.
Time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a very good time. It can be daunting to be like, I gotta learn all those new rules and everything like that, but you guys have made it an absolute joy. So thank you, everyone here. Thank you to everybody at home checking us out. Hello, Sue, Solux.
Soul?
Yeah.
Strangled Soul? That's Liz.
That's Liz. Okay. Hello. It's good to see you. Yeah, I was holding off on the strangled part. I didn't want to, because I wasn't.
Soul.
Liz, yeah. Strangled soul is fine, but that L becomes an I and it's suddenly a hate crime, and I don't know how I feel about that. So, that was me double checking on some things. Like, I needed a moment. I had to make sure. No offense. So, yeah, thank you guys. Is there anything you guys would like to say before we wrap up? I'll try to find somebody that we can raid. And
are we doing the little check mark?
Oh, let's do that. Yeah, please. Go for it while I am looking stuff up.
How do we do that again?
So roll a percentile, and this is the one time we are trying to roll over your current score in that skill.
Oh, yes. My handgun stuff just gets better.
I like how I rolled exactly what I had for climb. If it meets it, does that count?
Yes. Yep.
Ooh, I did the same thing.
So then it's
50.
what?
So you get to roll a d10 and add that to the skill. This is how characters grow and progress.
Oh fuck!
Oh yeah, baby.
I got a 10.
Yeah, baby.
My climb just got better.
My firearms just got real happy.
The mythical climb skill that we never thought we'd need, but suddenly we did.
I for some weird reason put points into.
Damn. Okay, so no goodies for dodge.
Oh,
Let me do it for brawl.
dodge is so good though. We need the dodge.
Oh, rip.
Yes. Yes. Okay.
At least my
okay.
brawl went up a
Come
little bit.
on. 9, baby. My listen got a lot better. Now I don't ignore people anymore.
Now it's intentional.
Now we know it. Yeah, there it is. Now we know it's intentional.
Selective hearing.
Yeah, exactly.
La 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 la. I'm too smart to hear you.
I have a PhD in not listening.
I have a PhD in fuck you.
I majored in brat. Anyway.
Oh, we did that.
How do I increase my brawl?
Yes.
Same thing.
Did you
What is
succeed
that?
in brawl?
I did.
So
That's
same.
when I did the rip.
Yeah, so same way. So you roll.
Right. I rolled everything. It's just when I go down to the combat piece, it doesn't let me like change brawl.
go
So
to
there's a
fighting-
brawl
fighting
skill,
brawl.
fighting brawl.
It's under fighting.
Yep.
Yes.
There you go.
Silly me.
Is there anything else that we... Did I fail my climb or did I make my climb? No, I made my climb.
You made your
Yeah,
climb.
because it was
Yep.
the group.
did,
Does that count
yeah.
if it's the group success?
I
So
did spot it.
you made people that made the individual. The only person that didn't succeed their
Okay.
climb is Ashley. So
Correct.
Rip.
Do I have to do the same thing for education too? Because I made that education roll we did.
this is if you as an individual. So your stats,
Mm-hmm.
the stuff up top, so like dex and those things, those don't change.
Okay,
It is just your skills.
that's fair. I was just curious.
Yeah, so strength, dex, int, con, app, appearance, power, size, education, those don't change.
Cool.
What does is, that's why there's those little boxes to the left of all of the skills, so that when you succeed on something, you
can just
check it.
So now we can uncheck all of those now.
Yes, all of those
For the
get
next time.
unchecked, and we will begin again from there.
Sweet. Can I put my hit points back?
Yes, absolutely. You can put your hit points back. Yeah. Not
We
a
love
problem.
it. We love to see it.
I'm glad I got to see everything go up at least a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
My brawl
nice.
only went up 3, but
It helps.
Absolutely. Yeah.
now my mechanical repair and brawl are exactly the same.
If you
That
don't
was
market
so
a
good.
pipe machete or a wrench machete, where you just duct tape one to the other. Innovation.
Imagination.
Modern problems require modern solutions.
I mean, this is technically a really ancient problem, not really a modern one.
Well, it requires a modern solution, which is duct taping and making essentially a pole arm.
I think I can weld.
Okay.
Well, you got
I
4
do.
years.
I
You
can
figure it
weld
out.
Yeah.
shit together.
You got time.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So many
Can I
things to
do
make.
that?
Yeah.
I would like to see if I can learn more magic in that time frame.
Yeah.
If we
I'm
can talk about
I'm gonna try and make a wrench machete that like folds.
A folding
Like-
wrench machete.
Like a pocket
Swiss
knife,
Army machete.
Okay.
but it's a machete and a wrench.
They're like,
Okay.
"Haha, it's just a pipe wrench," and then you're just like,
Jam. You want to bet?
"It's a sword."
You
It's a sword wrench.
Blondie, are you familiar with Malifaux?
No.
Okay, so it's such an amazing but obscure like setting and system. So these are the keywords to it. because it's a tabletop like war game, but it's like gang warfare. I'm going somewhere. I promise. It's a long walk. I know. But it is neo-Victorian, gothic, horror, steampunk, alternate history, reality RPG.
Sounds fantastic.
It is fantastic. It is absolutely fantastic. There's a crew builder. They have really awesome art and minis for their crews. But they have a steam fitters guild that make all the like robots. And I just keep there's like this one iconic picture of one of their mechanics making like a giant steam, I don't know, engine or something. And the wrench is like Buster Sword size. And that's what I'm picturing as like your like melee weapon, you know. It's like, just like
that's like the torque wrenches I used to use at work. They'd be like this freaking big.
Yeah.
They were massive and heavy as hell.
That's insane. So that.
It's awesome.
All right, my friends. Who should we raid to? What is this? The Liching Hour is doing the Apaka Bitch Roadshow. I don't know what that is. Hannah PL has some TTRPG going. Somebody's playing Dead by Daylight. It's Megasaurus. If you guys have somebody that you think I should raid, I am also open for suggestions. Drew is on. Faye the Pagan is live on Vamp. Who's Drew? Tell me who's Drew. I don't know. I'm gonna find out. Shh. Don't scare them. I should learn people's names. I'm not good at this.
I do have someone.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay. Unless this is Pixie. We love Drew. Okay, I am told we love Drew. So Drew it is. Drew Gulliver. Oh yeah, okay. Great. Nice. Drew Gulliver is good. I have been given
Drew is good.
the command. There it is. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. Stick around for just a minute. We're going to send you over on the raid. You guys are fantastic. The players are absolutely awesome. We are going to see you guys next time. But until then, be cool.